we ain't Liz Ive yet. We ain't technically. Well, when you watching it, we gonna be Liz Ive. Liz Ive, what is going on, good people? It is time for Impact Wrestling Review. Shut up, Casey. Shut up, Casey. Shut your mouth. Shut it. Shut it. You know Google Plus got all these technical issues. They will cut us off in a minute. All the audio gone. You know how Google Plus is. They're gonna be like, no audio. We got it. You know how Google Plus is. But anyway, welcome in the Impact Wrestling Review for 3, not 25. Put that in 322, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, 322, 2018. My goodness. The Feaster 5 results and the return of the Ball of the Monsters Ball with Abyss and Congo Kong in the main event. So I was excited going into this show because I was excited for the to see the rest of the cases in the Feast of Fire. We obviously knew the fired one, but the rest of them we were kind of interested in. And then as far as this whole Congo Kong and Abyss match, how that was going to play out. I mean, we knew Abyss was going to take all the bad spots ever. We knew that was happening, but we wanted to see how he was going to sell them tonight. But let's jump into this Impact Wrestling review. I'm going back to the 5 takeaways version of the review. When I actually write the articles, I will do it this way. When I don't, obviously I won't. Well, I don't do it in time. But anyway, so be sure to check that out on DDT.com. I always come promote myself. Always, every single moment, every single day. But anyway, like I promote the podcast, always do. It's in my about me. It's like about me, DJ. The only podcast that is always it's in there. It's in there, Casey. I'm telling you, always promoting us. But anyway, into the review and not into self-promotion and podcast promotion. By the way, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us real quick, fast, and in a hurry. But let's jump right into the first thing here. We got DJ Casey and the surgeon over there, Rabbit Jones. Here on the review. So let's jump into Matt Seidel's first title defense, I should say. I don't know what his first offense was that. Anyway, first title defense with his spiritual advisor by his side, the incredible, the very toit, Josh Matthews. If you can name the movie where that term is from, you get a cookie out of the cookie jar. So,
give you no cookie.
I sent you the cookie. I sent it to you through the express mail. But he was going up against Rohit Raju. First off, my first issue: Rohit Raju. Why? Why did they take the man's name? They made him Hakeem Zayn, and then turned him into generic Indian dude name. Why? Just keep it as Hakeem Zayn. I like Hakeem Zayn. Yes, Casey.
This one with the first match, though.
I didn't care about the first match. This was the match I cared about. Actually, I did care about the first match because it had my boy opinion.
Wait.
Had my boy opinion. But I'm gonna go back to that one because it's got my boy Falaba, and you right. You see, I forgot about that. This was not the first match. Obviously, I don't do my takeaways in order. I do my takeaways as takeaways. That's a real thing. I think I put that in the everything else going on in Impact takeaway. We're gonna get to it. Shut up. But that's Seidel's first X Division Championship match against Rohit Raju. What has Rohit Raju done to deserve a title match? I don't know. What is this, the Grand Championship or something? Anyway, but this is a pretty good match. I like Rohit Raju. I just feel like they ain't doing nothing with the man. That was kind of my issue. The only thing too that I don't feel like they're doing anything with Matt Seidel as far as this whole development of this new spiritual advisor reveal type heelish type thing he's doing. I mean, I got it. Bless me, by the way. I feel like they're doing nothing with this so far, right? Like, he changed his moveset a little bit. He was a little slower and methodical at times, but for the most part, he was very uncomfortable when he was. That was the time when Rohit Raju found his way back into the matches. So I felt like this whole spiritual advisor third eye thing is not really doing anything for Matt Seidel right now. Obviously, Matt Seidel retains. I want to see more out of Rohit Raju as we continue to kind of see him evolve. I hope that they do more with him. I think he can be good. We're not really seeing much out of him to know if he can be good. So, Casey, thoughts on Matt Seidel's first title defense? with his spiritual advisor, Josh Matthews, the grand champion, by the way, by his side. Also, hit the subscribe button to Casey's. It should be at the bottom of Casey's world title, I think. Yeah, nearly like between the NXT and the. I just because I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and see that now.
Right there. You just hit it right there. The match was okay. It wasn't anything great, I didn't think. And I get that I know why they changed his name to Rohit Raju, because they're doing that faction he's in now with the other.
I mean, when are they gonna debut that though? I'm just saying, like they talking about this faction, they talking about one night only. I ain't watching no one night only.
See, that's the only problem. Like, it's great that they debuted them on one night only, but bruh, nobody watches one night only. Like, I'm not gonna pay that money to watch. I'm sorry.
I got another issue with one night only. While we're kind of on this subject, so I don't understand. They got all these one night onlys that nobody cares about. Why not just do away with one night only and make those into actual pay-per-views that people care about? Like, because at this point, no one cares about one night onlys at all. Like, every once in a while, I might watch one when I get bored or whatever. If I got a little extra time, I might go and watch one. But for the most part, no one cares. So why not say, okay, we're going to do 6 pay-per-views a year, like we all want them to do anyway. Do 6 pay-per-views a year. You got more than a month to build your feuds or continue to build your feuds or start new feuds or whatever you want to do. And now your writers got something to write towards instead of these random Impact theme pay-per-views. When you're doing one night onlys anyway, why not do something that people are going to care about? Maybe it's just me. I feel like, I mean, Casey's agreeing, but I feel like I'm just saying, like,
and they're gonna make more money too, because it's gonna build up to the pay-per-view, and people are gonna want to actually watch it and actually buy it. Right now, they're doing these, and they're basically pay-per-views, but they're not built up. Like, I don't even think I saw any build up for this past one night only. Like, they don't build it up on the show. And if they do,
I agree.
Before.
And at times they're kind of random too. Like, they're just like, throw this, which I'm fine with that at times, right? There are certain times when you got like if you want to do the Super X Cup on one pay-per-view, I understand that. If you want to do like they do that World Cup type thing, you can do these on pay-per-views, but instead push it so we care about it, so we actually want to watch it. Rabbit, I know you had some thoughts on this whole one night only versus pay-per-view fiasco.
I think the one night only is a good thing, only if they do everything you just said. Before, most of the one night only were promoted. Some of them was dangling inside some storyline sometimes. So when you knew one night onlys were coming up and they had some meaning, you know what I'm saying? So when you tuned in, if you did, you knew what was going on. And sometimes you would see some new wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? It was a way for them to expose new wrestlers. By them not having a second show, that's a good thing to have, you know what I'm saying? But before, it was promoted more and was better exposed more. It exposed more for you to watch it. They was talking about it way more. You know what I'm saying? Not the day of and the day before. So it was like it was more different before. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's needed for a show that don't have too many shows.
Gotcha. And they do a good job with actually keeping the one night only moniker as well. Rabbit, do you have any thoughts on the Matt Seidel's first match with Josh Matthews by his side? Well, physically by his side.
I want.
Oh, you won't finish yet?
Finish. This man trying to push.
I don't think you understand how difficult this present and unpresent is, JC.
I mean, but my last point on the
had one more point. He got one more thing, guys.
I think, even if you started to put it on the on some streaming network or something, like where did they have the one with Austin Aries, the last one? It was
on Twitch.
Twitch, yeah. Even if they put it on Twitch, like some other wrestling companies do, to get that exposure and then start doing more, like the 6 pay-per-views a year, something just to get the fans into it. I think that would be cool. But the only other thing I don't like about this whole Josh Matthews thing is and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but he's not consistent in being a heel. Like, he fluctuates from heel, and then he starts to be a face mid-show, and then he's back to a heel. And I'm like, no, you need, like, if you're trying to be that heel that's trying to get heat for a guy that is naturally a face, you need to be that heel all the time. You need to not be going, oh, that's not fair, you can't do that, blah, blah. No, be a heel. You know, when heels attack good guys, cheer that. You know, oh, he had it coming, something like that. But he doesn't consistently do that, and it bothers me. And I'm like, oh, stop it, Josh.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Rabbit, thoughts on Matt Sydal's first match with Josh Matthews physically by his side?
I ain't like this match, man. It was real slow and sluggish. I just ain't like it. I never seen Raku wrestle. I don't think I've seen him wrestle, but overall, I don't even think he can do any better than what I saw anyway. This match just slow and sluggish. It ain't a normal Sydal match. Sydal matches shoot. They fast paced and moving. It depends on who he wrestling now that I see that. You know what I'm saying? The Josh thing is just over the top. It's been over the top. That is trash. That storyline is trash. It's just dumb. Overall, just dumb. But I went back and watched the match that you said was the match of the year, though. And then compared it to the match that we saw a couple of weeks ago, where it was close when you was asking, do you think that one? I watched both of them now. I'm agree with you. I'm going to go back and agree with you. You know what I'm saying? It's still the best match of the year, you know. But this match right here, Sydal, it wasn't him. You know what I'm saying? So he's smooth in the ring. He got nice jump spin kicks. You know what I'm saying? And that had a nice slide knee too. But overall, the match just wasn't there for me, man. And Josh is not a heel. Period. When they gave him the belt, he wasn't playing a heel then. He was on the commentary face. You know what I'm saying? Both of them faces on the commentary. You know, so that was when they gave him the belt and tried to make him heel. It was just automatically off. The booking was wrong anyway because he was already playing a face on commentary. So it was just silly anyway. That's why he's going back and forth. When he get in the ring, he's faking like a heel. When he get back on the commentary, he goes back to face. So that's just completely dumb. It shows that there was no thought process in the storyline. You know what I'm saying? That's all that shows. DJ?
All right, let's jump into our next one, which is Sienna's glorious. I feel like every time I say that, it ain't that glorious. Sienna's glorious return to Impact Wrestling, and she just get a title shot though. Like hold up though, like she ain't been here for a minute. Why she get a title shot? What's up with? I mean, I know she all dominant and whatnot, but like what? Come on. Anyway, I was excited for this match because I know these two got the history. They got the history. So I was definitely excited going into this match to see how this is going to play out because I like Sienna a lot. Obviously, I like Ali a lot. Like I said before, this match was not too much of anything, and I was actually a little surprised by it. But like I said before with Ali, I love kind of that change in their character from Ali to like serious, like ready to go in the ring Ali. You know, like I think you can see that change. She's all happy and bubbly outside the ring, and dapping up the fans. Well, she probably don't dap up nobody, but she dapping up the fans and whatnot. She giving them the high fives. She hype and she all smiley. But then when she get in the ring, like it's business time. It's like Festus a little. Okay, sorry, Ali. That's probably the wrong comparison. Sorry, Ali. So, but anyway, it's similar. Just she ain't. Anyway, but like this match for whatever reason, it was just. There wasn't much to it. This didn't need to be a title match. You shouldn't be, to me, if you want to continue to make this Knockouts division the top of the top, you shouldn't be giving me title matches like this. Don't bring Sienna back to be in a title match. It wasn't that it was bad. It was too short. Title matches should never be this short, ever in life, ever. And Sienna just didn't even look like Sienna. She looked like she was out of it. She looked like she hadn't been in the ring in a couple of months. Go figure. But like at the same time, I just feel like she was just kind of there. She was going through the motions. I just didn't like this match at all. I didn't think it was that good. I thought I've seen better from Sienna, and this ain't it. This ain't it. Don't ruin Ali's title reign like this. But Casey, thoughts on Cena's glorious return to the ring? Also, let me hit on after the match because I know Casey gonna like this and I know he gonna want to talk about it. But after the match, you had Braxton. He coming out here, bro. He coming out here. He want to make sure he get Allie back, baby. He said he gonna propose. Then he looked at the camera and winked a little bit. I was like, bro, I hate you so much. But he said he was gonna propose an idea that they get back together so they can be back at the top of the top. But then Su Yung, this new face, comes out. And kind of looking like Rosemary a little bit, like it's kind of weird. Like when that feud happens, it's gonna be interesting because of the two dynamics with the characters. But Su Yung comes out and attacks our girl Allie, and maybe they're setting her up, setting up her for something. So I'm excited. I like Su Yung. Her little cradle freaking head driver thing. I don't even remember the name of the dang on move at this point. Bro, that thing was rough. Ow. No, chill out. No. I thought it was a little bit off, but at the same time, I was like, no, don't do the girl like that. Oh, she that champ. But anyway, and it looks like Braxton gonna be hooking up with her. I guess. I don't know if they getting together or they like, no, bro. I don't know what they're doing. But Casey, thoughts on we got the Su Yung coming in. We got Sienna out here with the return, looking terrible, awful, bad, horrible. Thoughts?
Well,
the flow is yours.
If this wasn't a title match, it'd have been okay. And I think one of the problems with booking in professional wrestling in general right now, because all the companies do this. Somebody wins the title, and immediately they start title defenses to people, whether they deserve them or not. I would have somebody win the title and then have them have a couple non-title matches. You don't need to defend the title right away. It's just, it pushes it too much, I think. I don't, and it's a lot of times like this. It's people that were like, okay, how did they earn their title shot? How did they get the #1 contendership? How did this happen? It brings up more questions than answers. And I think it ruins the storyline a little bit. But yeah, the match was okay, wasn't great. I was more excited for after the match. I mean, not with that loser, Braxton Sutter. That man tried to charge me $5 for it. Anyway. And nah, Allie ain't getting back with that man. Nah, she knows she can get better. No, Allie, right here, girl. I know, I get it. I'm married to Rosemary, but like y'all best friends now. So like, what's up, girl?
Open relationship. I get it.
Yeah, one of them. I was super hyped for Su Yung's debut. I love her. Just saw her at the last indie show I went to. She had a match against Jessica Havoc, was a no disqualification match, and honestly, it was one of the best no DQ matches I've seen in a long time. So she is really good. Definitely, I think a lot of people are going to like her that haven't seen her before. Her finisher did look a little bit off. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just the weight was off, like the weight distribution was off, or I don't know, something like that. It just could have been off a little bit. But it did look a little bit off, but it's still a good finisher. I like it. I'm excited to see what they do with her. And I like that, I was surprised that, she came. Like, I didn't hear anything about her, signing with Impact or anything like that. So I like when I get actually surprised in a wrestling show. Yeah, when it's not like, oh, I knew EC3 was going to get me. Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of, but yeah, that's one of those things too. Like, I think with the people that Impact is signing, it kind of helps, that some people don't know them, some people do, and I think that kind of helps because, you know, first off, you're getting somebody new that you never really seen before if you don't know them, and at the same time, for you, with you know, kind of seeing her before, you're like, okay, you know, this is gonna be cool. I'm excited for this. Rabbit, thoughts on? We got Su Yung coming in, and we got Sienna coming back.
It's funny because this match right here, I get tell the two cities on this one, right? Because overall the match, I didn't like the match, but inside of the match, I like Ali. If you was watching her from the beginning of her growth to now as this character, if you following her, this is a good match for her. You know what I'm saying? She was fluid in this match, stiff, and the only reason I don't like it is no storyline, but she had some nice moves. She had a nice jump double kick into a clothesline. So you start to see more of her. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. At first, she was growing at first. Now you're seeing more of her, more things she can do. So then on the flip side of that, you can see Sienna, who was just supposed to be dominant a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? You can see how she just fell all the way down to now she's looking like a jobber. If you would tune in just now, first time ever, she a jobber, as far as you're concerned. You know what I'm saying? That's how she looked in this match. She was just terrible, you know? I think she dropped the ball when she had the title from the beginning. Now you have her in here just throwing in any old type of match, just cause, with no storyline, no nothing. It's just crazy, man. And I just like the backstabber shorty do, Ali do, the backstabber like Cowboy. Cowboy? Like he be doing that backstabber joint. But when shorty come in, she looks like Rosemary. Again, the booking is sloppy, man. It's sloppy on all types of angles. When you had somebody come in and they look exactly like somebody that you already playing in the dominant role on your roster. It took me 2 minutes to figure out that wasn't her. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it was Rosemary the whole time. You feel me? So that was just, and then she acted like Rosemary with the head to the side and everything. It's like, who did that? Who okayed that? You know what I'm saying? Who said, okay, act like Rosemary when you go out there? That was just silliness. You know what I'm saying? Then she botched. It wasn't off. That finisher was botched. She could have broke that girl's neck, man. She spinning her around. First of all, she spinning her around. It looked like she got dizzy. So as she was getting dizzy, she's gonna drop down anyway, awkwardly. You know what I'm saying? Could have broke the girl's neck. Just do any type of move. That was silly. That was botched. That was my first time I was seeing her do it. So you might have seen her do it more flesh than that.
Oh, we got a bad first impression now. She in trouble. Su Yung in trouble now.
That was terrible. That botched. Looked like she was dizzy and she could have broke that girl's neck, man. That was just crazy right there. But overall booking is just crazy now in the women's division. As far as the looks, the moves, everybody doing curve stomps. It's just somebody gotta get a handle on what everybody's doing here, man. Now you got a girl looking just like one of your dominant players. It's just, come on. Now if you get them two in the match, what are we doing? What? DJ, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna defend Su Yung and maybe put down Impact's booking because that's her gimmick. Like that's what she's always been. It wasn't like they brought her in and said, "Okay, act like Rosemary or act like this." That's her. That's just her gimmick. That's what she does. Was it the best time to bring her in? Maybe not, but it gives her a good opportunity. It gives the Knockouts roster that much more to work with either way. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, I feel like. So yes, it was a good thing, but also timing might not have been good. But, if Impact or a company gives you a contract, you're going to take it. And, or if Impact needs a certain superstar or likes a certain wrestler, they're going to go for it. So it's kind of like, but I think at the same time, this could be a good challenge for them to see how they could book Su Yung and how to book Rosemary and make them feel different.
Good luck with that.
They can do it.
I like it.
You think the impact that we have right now?
From first glance, I could see how you would think they are the same, but they're a lot different than each other.
So if you bring them in, she have to have another character. You might like her a move. She can keep a move set, But she can't have that character. We have somebody doing that.
It's not the
and
same.
Not only somebody just doing that, she's a dominant player in this division.
In the Himalayas.
Oh. It's not the same character though.
Trust me. Trust me. If I get my son, who's 6 years old, to look at these two right now, he gonna think they both the same person. Anybody would do. They act the same too. They could have changed her character, unless you're getting rid of Rosemary, and we don't know nothing about that. You know. Other than that, her character supposed to have been changed. She supposed to have been somebody completely different. She could have been took off everything, been herself. You know. But bring her in looking like Rosemary was just ridiculous, booking, crazy. DJ,
I'm curious to see her progression though, because you know Casey's saying she's completely kind of different from Rosemary, so I'm interested to see you know how that plays out, kind of to show those differences, because they're gonna have to show them. Where Hanaya at though? Where's Hanaya at? Sorry,
I was just about to say you just had Hanaya in there. I don't know where she at. That's a craziness right there. That was part of the storyline that she just fell off the map in 2 weeks. Crazy. You might have said something about Havoc. You watch Havoc Russell lately?
Yeah.
She is terrible. Did she get better?
She's good. She's always been good.
She was terrible when she was in TNA. She was some garbage. Complete garbage.
I liked her other than that than the last 6 Hours of Steel match. I think she just left with a sour taste.
I think Impact didn't know how to book her. I think that was the problem. Impact didn't know what to do with her.
She was wrestling Velvet Trash Sky. Made it worse.
I mean, anybody that tries to wrestle Velvet Sky is just. I'm sorry.
Oh, moving on. We got OVE. They got the OVE cam. The OVE cam. They following people around. I saw them outside my house. I was kind of scared. You know, they got the OBE cam out here. But they was at the hotel where Alicia, is it spelled like Alicia? Or like, how you spell it though? But I'm simply trying to figure out. Alicia, like, is it spelled? But anyway, I'm still trying to figure out. But they was following around Alicia. Eddie Edwards comes to her aid after an interview. He was interviewed by Kenzie Mitchell. It kind of showed up on the screen. He's like, "Oh no, I gotta go save my girl! To the rescue!" That's what I saw. So that was just me. I just saw him to the rescue. Put the cape on. He's gone. And then he walks in the room. Alicia's fine. She's like, "What the heck's going on? What you doing, bro? What's going on with you?" And as you know, he makes sure she's okay. She was fine. He goes out of the room. Bruh, this one got me. this right here. He goes out of the room, and the maid, I think he asked the maid, like, the maid was like, "You doing okay?" He was like, "Yeah, how about you?" And he was like, "Fine," or something like that. Like, it was funny. It was hilarious. Sam Callahan was dressed up in the maid's uniform. I don't know how he got it off the girl. I'm kind of concerned a little bit. I really am. But Sammy Callahan was in the outfit, and OVE attacks Eddie Edwards. Alicia calling the cops. I love this simply because I love that they can continue to build this feud with Eddie Edwards being hurt. And Eddie Edwards having the freaking eye wounds and his eyeball hanging out and the freaking big old bruise and stuff. Like, bro, that not literally his eyeball hanging out, but like you can see like the bruises and like you can see like where he had to like get that repaired and whatnot. Like that helps his feud that much more. Like that builds on this feud so much more. They're doing a good job with this because a lot of times when people get injured, you're like, all right, see you later. Go heal up. Nah, he in Impact like, nope, get your butt back here. You're going to heal on the road. But I like it though. Like I'm loving this. I like this still building this whole thing too. We got to talk about El Patron and Austin Aries. But first, I want to see what Casey thinks about Sam Callahan and Drag. His boy, by the way. This is his resident boy here. You can take that turn to a whole new level now, Casey. His boy. So
let's start from the beginning. First of all, when they started the OVE cam, Bro, it took me a minute to figure out who they were following. I'm like, who that girl is? I'm like, who is that? Because they didn't say anything at first. They weren't like, it's Alicia Edwards. I was like, who that is though? And then I figured it out. I was like, okay. And when Sammy has the camera and he's going to the hotel room, he gonna just walk up to the lady and be like, I got stuck out in my room. Can you let me? She didn't even check his ID, see if it was actually his room. She just let him right in there, bruh.
Yeah. And that ain't how that work though. Like go down to the front desk.
Like, you don't just, bruh. And then,
you say which room?
I lost it. When Sammy turns around, look, I can't. Yeah.
I don't think the Chris brothers did anything though, did they? They just stood there with the camera.
Like they didn't do nothing. I'm like, bruh. And then she comes out and she's like, I called the cops, and I'm like, you did not call the police in that short of time. Like, they need to know where you at. They need to know what's going on. You ain't called the cops in that short of time. Don't you lie to me, okay? Come on, Alicia. Gee, of the year, Sammy Callahan, because he rocked that outfit though. You can't lie, that man rocked that outfit. It wasn't the same girl's outfit though, because like he went in the closet, he got the hefty one. They got the girl there. He bought hers. You got the hefty one.
The hefty. Rabbit, thoughts on the hefty Sammy Callahan?
I like this right here, but I still think they dropping the ball overall with this storyline, man. It's not enough. It's not enough promotion on these two, man. Like every week going by, it's not at the top of what Impact is doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not when you turn it on. It's not what they're talking about. It's not what the commentary talking about. It's not what I thought they was gonna do with this. You know what I'm saying? Unless they got something down the pipe, but you kind of losing everybody. For example, when you got everybody looking from when it was on TMZ, for example. In fact, we had this conversation a couple weeks ago about Sammy and TMZ, where you spin off that and push them. I don't think right now they're really being pushed the way they're supposed to be. The way when you turn it on and the product is pushing what you just saw on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? But I like this little package they had right here. I came down that it was funny, and I like the fact the way he had my man. He was looking at the camera and he was watching her ass all the way through the joint. Had the camera down the whole time. That was funny. But I like this whole little thing they did. It reminded me of the stuff that the brothers used to do in the backyard and on the compound. That it started giving me that remembrance of that. But I want them to do more with this whole thing right here. I want them to do more, but I like the fact they injected the wife, even though they didn't have to do that. They had enough umph in it to push, but they stuck the wife in. I like that. But I want to see what they
more personal too. That makes it more personal too. You already got you to destroy my eye bone. And now you follow my wife. Like I mean, she's a very, very pretty lady. So
I think to me it also reminds me a little bit of the Undertaker DDP feud when he was stalking Undertaker's wife. I that a little bit.
But that was better.
Rips the basketball. That's what they pay. Moving on, we had the opening promo. This was the opening promo to the show. We had Alberto El Patron and Austin Aries going back and forth. El Patron came out. I think he said payroll at least twice. I'm just kidding. But no, I like Alberto El Patron on this. I did. I'm liking this for what I just don't even know why. I don't even know why, but I'm liking it. It's like this one was a little more serious than the one last week. Obviously, last week was like, what the heck am I watching? What is this? But like this, this one, I feel like this has been it's been a little bit more There was this a little bit more serious, a little bit more personal. Kind of talking about Aries' accomplishments versus El Patron accomplishments. It just feels like a good like wrestling feud to me. Like it's not bland, I wouldn't say, but it's like simple, right? It's simple, but it's to the point, and I think that's what's good about it. I'm excited for the match that they got at Redemption. I'm excited for that. But I'm also going to talk about my boy Fallah Bahh and Trevor Lee as well, because I love this match, and I got to balance out the serious with the Fallah Bahh, the bar and the belly that he be doing. He be doing that belly stuff, and I be like, bro, I'm scared. I'm scared. I want to run into that man. But this was a good match. I loved it. I feel like both of these guys are two guys that deserve a little bit more than what they get. I think I could even say that more if they would have did Fallah Bahh versus Caleb Conley. Because Caleb Conley, he's kind of been in the background a lot, even though he's getting a little bit more with teaming with Trevor Lee, but I feel like he still ain't really hit his stride yet. Fallah Bahh in the same way. Like I love his the speed and like the agility and all of that he shows. He always reminds me of like a kind of a faster Yokozuna a little bit. Like, I mean, obviously like they're so similar. But at the same time, like I love it though. Like that's what I think that's why I like Fallah Bahh so much. He reminds me of Yokozuna. But yeah, I loved it. Obviously, Caleb Conley's involvement was the reason why Trevor Lee got the win in this match. But it was a good match though. I want them to do something with Fallah Bahh. I just don't know. Like with no grand championship now, or soon to be probably no grand championship, it's kind of like there's nothing for him to do right now. And I think that's kind of the perks of having another mid-card title. But then again, if they take this title away and they try to bring back another one, like why? Like what's the point? You already got anyway. But yeah, Casey, thoughts on El Patron and Austin Aries and Trevor Lee and Fallah Bahh. Bah. Bah. Bah.
I mean, Austin Aries and Alberto.
This is why I put this together, because I knew he was gonna be like, that it was a promo. They was talking a little bit though.
I had something to say, and then you put these two together. I forgot what I was gonna say about this.
Look at your notes. That's what you made them for, ain't it?
I don't make notes on Impact no more.
This man lazy.
Off the dome.
This man, you ain't no street cipher rapper. What is you talking about? Off the dome.
But yeah, I had things, and then you put these together.
This man ain't had no things. This man ain't had no things. He had nothing. Also, Fallah Bahh and Trevor Lee then. Huh?
All right, let's talk about Fallah Bahh and Trevor Lee.
Then. Don't forget the dead.
You're right. Fallah Bahh and Yokozuna got a lot in common. They both, if they were in WWE, would be booked as Japanese guys, but they're not Japanese though. But
close enough. Dang it! In the words of Vince McMahon,
it's not. They both. Nah, that's like saying The Rock's half Japanese. He not though. He not. He half black. Yeah, he half black.
Same.
Yeah. Chinese and black. Yeah, it's the same. It's not. But yeah. Caleb and Fallah Bahh need to be pushed. Like, Bruh, do you see how over Fallah Bahh is? And he hasn't even really been pushed. Like, that's just him. And, everybody's into his hashtag. I think it's Fat Kids Rule the World, which is one of the greatest hashtags ever. She used it everywhere. Y'all both just looking at your phones. Like, this is the problem with the youth today. Y'all on your phones all the time.
You just not on your phone because you talking. Usually you put your notes in your phone. I mean, I'm just saying.
I put my notes on my computer and then I have them side by side.
Yes, side by side.
Your face side by side. But yeah, push Falaba and Caleb Connolly. We already love you. You don't need no more pushing.
True. We already love Trevor Lee. No more pushes for you. Rabbit, thoughts on
one more thing. He can get the X Division title because it's not about weight limits. It's about no limits.
True. Let's do it. Falaba for champ. Hashtag Falaba for champ. Rabbit, thoughts on the Austin Aries and the Alberto El Patron. Don't forget about that. And the match for the night.
Right now, I don't know though. I think they turning him to a clown show. He over, but he's not serious. It's not turning to somebody that's going to be a title holder. You know, you can see where they're going with him. This is 4 straight laws. So if you can turn a 4 straight laws into a title contender within the next 3-4 months, you're a bad boy.
Well, they can at least turn into a title shot. Maybe not a contender.
I mean, David Arquette was WCW champion. If that can happen, anything.
Please don't remind me of that. No, remind me.
Hornswoggle was cruiserweight champion.
Oh,
don't do it. Bah. But he don't need to be pushed no more. You can't push somebody with 4 straight losses. His pushing days are over, but he already over. So they can take for what they already have and work with it. But no, you know. But I like his move sets in the ring though. I like the little fat kids rule the world thing. I like that they had a little sign up and everything. That's cool. And he had a little sit out joint where he sit out and splashed on my man. Woo! That was nasty. That was nasty right there. You can't even botch that. That's gonna hurt, you know.
Like, how do you protect your opponent with that though? Like,
that's what I just said. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That was nasty right there. But yeah, I always say I want to see more Falaba. You know that. But when you lose 4 straight, I don't want to see too much more of you. You know.
You know what? You just gotta hope the next day ain't chest day. That's what it is. You just gotta hope the next day ain't chest day, or you ain't finished with chest day the day before. Like it's gonna be sore, and then it's gonna be more soreness because he's gonna sit on you like that. I'm just saying.
That was nasty. That was nasty. But I want to see A Double though. I want to see A Double and Patron. I just want to see the match. I've been liking their interactions together over through the couple of weeks. I like that. So
Casey, better say
I like this. My man screaming. He around a lot of fake wrestlers and all these promotions, fake wrestlers, and he the only real person and all that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Patron always kept telling him to come in my face with this and stuff because he's small. He only saying that because he's short and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Come in my face, you filthy perro. What was you saying, Casey? What kind of dumb stuff was you gonna say? You filthy perro. Anyway, moving on. We got the Masters Ball, baby. The 2 tickets. We got 3 tickets to the ball. So we got 3 tickets to the Masters Ball, and we're inviting you as well. We're gonna copy a ticket. It's gonna be a fake, but they ain't gonna know. They ain't gonna know. I think they don't care. Like as long as you make it to the Masters Ball, I think you fine. And you're over 18. I like this though. I like this match. I just thought it was a little bit shorter than I expected. I feel like it was gonna be a little longer. Because a lot of this stuff you kind of have to stretch out because of all the spots and whatnot and the time to sell and all of that. So, but I liked it though. I love these two in the ring together. Because I love Congo Kong anyway. That man be doing some stuff. And I love this man so much, because he big but he's small. We talked about that before. He big but he's small. But I like it though. I thought this was a good match. Abyss, he out here taking all the spots again. Come on, Abyss. You took the thumbtacks. You took the barbed wire board. You went through the table on the outside. Bruh, come on, man. This is your match. You can't be dying. Come on, Abyss. I love having both James Mitchell and Jimmy Jacobs on the outside. All right, Jimmy. A quick question. What you doing with a purse though? I'm just asking. I just want to know what you doing with a purse though. I'm just wondering why you got a purse. Why? What? I mean, what you keep in there? What you even keep in there? Candy? Like you gotta keep Congo Kong tamed? You keep like cheese sticks or something? Like what you keep in there? I need to know. What's in your purse, man? Tell me, open it up. That's the next investigation we got to do. What's in Jimmy Jacobs' purse?
Who is Byron Saxton? What?
But I love this match though. I love Congo Kong finishing it with the choke slam on the barbed wire board. That man got hit with 2 choke slams too. Come on, bitch, that's your own move, son. He got hit with 2 choke slams and the splash on the barbed wire board. Congo Kong lifted that man's leg up. I know that had to hurt because he had to rip the barbed wire out the man's leg. Bruh, come on, man. You ain't got to do it, man. Anyway, Casey, thoughts on the Monsters Ball? Congo Kong got the win. He is the new master of Impact Wrestling.
I don't know. I love Jimmy Jacobs. I love James Mitchell. I didn't like Congo Kong and Abyss in this feud because, you know, Jimmy Jacobs is saying, you know, Congo Kong is the new monster. And he is a monster, but they're 2 different kinds of monsters. Like, Congo Kong is just that big, like, animalistic, just powerhouse kind of monster where Abyss is big, but he's more of that, like, hardcore kind of more like a man, like a Mick Foley type monster. They're 2 completely different things, and it didn't work for me. But also, so in one match, Abyss loses. What was the point of bringing James Mitchell back? Like, did he really need that paycheck? I'm just saying. Like, make it worth it for me. Come on now, like, bruh.
All right. Rabbit, you got any thoughts on the Monsters Ball?
Yeah, that chokeslam Kong had, that joint was lame, man. I don't think this style of match is his style of match. I don't think he should be in these type of matches right here because it smothers his talent. You know what I'm saying? It don't let him be, like you said, he's a different style of wrestler and monster. He's not really a monster. You know what I'm saying? He's more like he's just a big wrestler that's athletic. You know what I'm saying? He like mean type. And you, like you said, Abyss is like a Mick Foley. Them 2 different people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think they should have been in a Monster Ball match together or something. Because Abyss can wrestle a normal match too. So they could have had a good match in a normal match or cage. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think this match works with these 2. It's just me. I don't know. Cause I think it's only. I think it might be Kong because he's not used to this type of match. You know, but it showed that this is not for him. You know, this type of match is not his style, and it smothered him. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't show. It didn't play well for him. You know what I'm saying? Abyss had a nice bucket shot on nice too when he put that bucket up. But most everything happened during the break, so it was just it made it lame, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice power bomb on the table though. You know, but when you take a break and then come back, you try and show me half the stuff that already happened during a break. That's just silliness now. You know what I'm saying? It just no. He always taking the thumbtacks and all that, but I just don't think Kong fits this type of style of match at all. It's just not him. You know, and it didn't play well for him. So the overall match didn't play well for me. I think Mitchell should eventually this storyline should have with Mitchell had both of them, him and Kong and Abyss. You know. And I think Kong should be under Mitchell. That's just me, you know, because I think it played better if they was both in the same tent, you know, because when you put them together, it just don't mix together. You know, DJ.
I think what they should have did with this match before we move on to the Feast of 5 results, the greatest results of all time. But before we move on to that, I think what they should have did was this should have been the last match in the series. Does that make sense? And what I mean by that is, he should have beaten Abyss at least once, maybe twice, and then had to prove himself against Abyss, like truly prove himself in Abyss's match. Because eventually they were going to do a Monsters Ball match. And if eventually you're going to do a Monsters Ball match, don't let it be first in the series. Let him be the best in his own thing, in his niche, and be the best in Congo Kong's niche, which is a normal match, kind of, normal smash mouth power match. And then James Mitchell say, well, Abyss is a monster. Let's see if your monster can hang with my monster. And then there you go. Put him in the monster.
They put him in there off the break. It could have been like a no falls anywhere match, then a cage match, then the monster ball. You know what I'm saying? It's just straight monster ball, and he didn't fit in this match.
I do agree with Rabbit. I think that they should have put these two with James Mitchell just because he has more experience as a manager of monsters, so it would work better. And I think they could still use Jimmy Jacobs with other wrestlers. There's a bunch of other wrestlers that could use a manager like Jimmy Jacobs that would fit better, I think. Or have him be a part-time manager and still wrestle, because I'm pretty sure he still wrestles. He was just wrestling at a show I was at a couple months ago. So you could have him kind of do both, and still use him to his potential, but give, James Mitchell something to do with the two that he would be better off with. And also, I would kind of somehow figure out a sort of custom match for Congo Kong, because obviously, Abyss has the monster's ball. Give Congo Kong something kind of unique to him and put that in the series. I think would be something interesting. But like you said, this shouldn't have been the end of the feud. It shouldn't have. It was too short. We got Joseph Park for the most of it, and then the past 2 weeks we got Abyss, and it wasn't worth it to me.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the Feast of Five results. We got case number 1, baby. Is Eli Drake, the greatest promo guy in the business right now, period. I'm coming. Anybody said we got the discussion coming up, by the way. So I guess I spoiled my thing, but still, everybody knows I love Eli Drake. Everybody knows that when Eli Drake talks, I have to listen. It's just how it is. But he gets the tag team case, and I love his reaction. He's like, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? I don't have a partner anymore. So I like the way they did that. So, but before I move on to the other cases, where'd JB come from? Where'd this man come from? So they kicked him off commentary to do this one segment and then leave? What?
Same thing they doing with EC3 though. They both leaving. Left.
But no, I mean, but like EC3 was there though. Like he was in a match though. Like he was in matches before he left. It wasn't like they was like, you know what? We're gonna take you off TV for 3 months. Okay, not 3 months. That's a little hyperbole. Okay, 1 month. Well, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna take you out of multiple matches, and then we're gonna put you in the Feast of Five match, and then you can get the Fire case. That's how they did with JB. They said we're gonna take you off commentary. You're gonna do this segment, and they've had big matches that he could have announced, ring announced, but he didn't. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of weird. But anyway, that's just me. And then we had number 2, Petey Williams, X Division Championship, which I'm excited. I'm excited about. He's probably gonna lose, but I'm excited about it though. I'm excited about it. It kind of made it a little bit predictable though, because like Petey Williams will get the X Division Championship. Because I mean, Moose ain't gonna get it. Like, let's be honest, guys. Come on. And they always do this 3rd and 4th case. One's fired, one's the championship spot every time. So one time they're gonna reveal the fire case first, and I'm gonna be like, oh, what? They're gonna maybe eat my words, but so they try to open the case at the same time. Moose opens his. He got the world title match, the global. Figure out what you want to call it, Impact. Don't sit there and put global championship in the dang on case and then call it the world title. It's not the same. I mean, technically it is the same thing. But like the words ain't the same, and I get confused. Stop it. And EC3 got the fire case. I love EC3's reaction. He just sat there frozen. I thought that was funny. And then JB was like, you know, I know it's a formality, but we got to open the case. So JB finally goes over and open the case and announces that he's fired. And I love EC3's promo afterwards. Don't chant my name while I'm trying to get over. I love his promo afterwards. I thought it was funny. It was typical EC3. It was good to see him go out in a blaze of glory. It was one of those things where he was pushing himself, bearing Impact and promoting Impact at the same time. It was weird. I was like, I don't know what I just watched, but I love it. Because like it felt like he was doing all those things all at the same time. But I'm excited. Best guy here, best guy there, best guy anywhere. And I love his attack of your boy JB at the end. And then Mr. Drill Claw comes out. That's what I'm calling him from now on. Mr. Drill Claw comes out because I know Rabbit loves that name so much. But Mr. Drill Claw comes out. He hits the Drill Claw on that boy. And then they put EC3 out like that, though? Come on now. Bruh, this man had a company on his back, man. He had the greatest undefeated streak of all time. This man's title reign, I think it's when he won the world title, if I'm not mistaken, was in our video, our intro, and your new. Like, come on, man. Come on. What are y'all doing? This is not how this works. This is unfair to Flair. I mean, unfair to EC3. Sorry, I was watching Ric Flair last. But anyway, this is unfair to EC3, and he don't deserve it. He don't deserve to go out this way. He's a Carter, and his company needs him. Casey, thoughts on it?
Wait, was this the segment where everybody walked by him and they were like, "You're fired"?
Oh my God! No, I forgot about that. Oh, that was awesome. That was really funny.
That was the funniest thing. Everybody walked by like, "You're fired."
Fired, gone. Like I was dying.
Great. But yeah, first with Eli Drake getting the tag team titles, exactly what I said last week. They always give the person that, you know, either doesn't have a tag team partner or would have a super hard time finding a tag team partner. They give him the tag team case. They could have done that also with Moose. Could have been because he doesn't specifically have a tag team partner right now. And my boy P. Williams done already had. Give that man a world title shot just one time before he retires. One time. That's all I'm asking. He has paid his dues for your company. He's been there. He was in that awful segment with Big Papa Pump doing math.
Hey.
Oh man, was there. Give that man one title shot. I don't care if it's a week. Just give that man a title. But getting the X Division title. Ooh, what a surprise! He hasn't had that before.
One of the Patrol run title runs. The Patrol books.
But and then Moose gets the world title. Okay, and you see, even though we knew it was gonna happen, his reaction was hilarious. And then he got the drill claw. He got that drill claw there. And next week he taking out the beast, the monster, the animal, and he's taking out too. So
I want to see that.
We appreciate all the live viewers on. Anton, you saying some words, and I ain't gonna read them all. I'll read them all later. But you said a lot of words. They ain't even in relation to the video. Like, go look at the comments. They ain't even in relation to the. Anyway,
to us. Read them to us right now.
Rabbit, thoughts on the Feast of Fire results, baby?
Yeah, my man, like he said last week, he thought the person was gonna get a tag team. Like that's the same person that got it. The one that he was talking about last week, Eli Drake. But he got a tag team. My man, he be always going to ring with. He can just that's automatic tag team he has, you know.
No, I like. Remember they said last week he fired him.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
He
ain't got him no more.
You're right. He don't have a tag team partner, but I like him though. He he A1 on the mic, grade A, the man. Then you got Petey Williams, that's my man. Don't do the Papa Pump, Petey Pump. That's my man. You know what I'm saying? If you take away matter of fact, when he's Petey Pump, I used to like him when he's Petey Pump, man. You know, it's just a small mini Big Papa Pump. That thing used to be my thing back then, you know. But for him to get the X Division title shot, that's good, man. Because right now you need to somebody with this title that's going to defend it and you know what I'm saying, know the history of this title right now. Right now you got people playing around with these titles, don't know what they got in their hand. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that Moose is about to get this title shot finally. I want to see him with the heavyweight. I want to see him with the title around his waist now. You know what I'm saying? Because I think right now him and Abyss is the best talents they have right now on the roster right now. But I want to see him with the gold. You know. But my man, EC3, grade A, A1, platinum, dynamite. He gets all up. Get all four joints. Everybody don't get all four. He get dynamite on the mic, Slim. I mean, Eli Drake good on mic, but he don't get all four. You know what I'm saying? He don't get all four. My man right here, EC3, is top notch, man. I think he ad-libbed this whole promo, man. I don't even think this was I don't even think he's supposed to talk this long. He just went off into some stuff, man. And he just went off the top of his head, looked like to me. He started talking about Dixie Carter. Started talking about how everybody need him. The Carters is needed and all that. I liked it, man. I just liked what he was doing right there, man.
I like that he mentioned the Carters.
Exactly.
Like, it's about bang on time.
That's why I said I don't think he's supposed to be saying some of this stuff. He's just going off the top of his head. And he was like, don't forget, my last name is Carter. You know what I'm saying? And wrestling needs me. I just love it, man. I love that whole promo because he 4 stars on the mic. So I give him all his accolades on the mic, man, because he's one of the top notch. I'm gonna say it again: A1, grade A, platinum, dynamite. He gets all up. You know what I'm saying? On the mic, man. That's my man right there. I hate to see him go because I don't really watch a whole lot of other wrestling. I like watching him though because he might mess around and give me the. Nah, I ain't gonna watch. But I'm gonna miss him, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss him though, man. That's for sure.
Nah.
You know?
He said, nah, I ain't watching that. Casey, you got some words to say before we close the Dilly thing out?
I mean, I don't know. You did watch that one NXT with us, and you liked it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That was decent. That was decent.
And he's on there now, so I'm just saying. You know,
that was decent now.
Throwing it out there.
you just don't toss it, little tossy toss. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and close the show out. We hope you guys enjoyed this was your Impact Wrestling review. We thank everybody for showing up. Probably the most live views we had in a while, by the way, and I appreciate everybody for showing up.
I just got one more thing. If y'all follow, if y'all follow DJ Beal on social media, ask him about men tickling each other. Just ask him. He'll know. He'll know what he's talking about.
See what happened was, you know how Facebook be doing. People be sharing videos, and Casey and I got this thing. Well, whenever we see something weird, we send it to each other. So Casey got the video of the men's. I just saw the video, and I was like, I didn't know this. I ain't even gonna watch it. I'm just gonna send it to Casey and make him watch it. And that's what I did. So my apologies, Casey, but it was funny.
Did you even watch it?
No, I didn't. But anyway,
it won't funny, and it was 10 minutes long.
We can't let you leave, Casey, without standing up. That cannot be an NWO jacket. Don't do it. You got to put that on the screen. That's NWO joint. Let me see. Oh no!
Oh,
I thought it was the Latino World Order. I thought that was the NWO.
You gotta give me one of those, player. Where you get that from? You gotta give me one. Huh?
I think they used to have them on WWEshop.com, but my sister got it for me at Hogan's Beach Shop.
Hogan Beach Shop? Oh, he got that online?
No. I think you can still get them online somewhere.
All right, but
WWE.
That's what I'm talking about. NWO. You know, Big Papa Pump. Holla if you hit.
But I do like the jacket. I do like the jacket. But we're gonna close the show out. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you stay with us this long. You love the show, obviously. Hit the subscribe button for us. Send it to your friends. They obviously gonna love it. And if they don't even like wrestling, they'll like us bantering back and forth about crazy things that we do. But
send it to your grandma.
Yeah, no, send it to your grandma. She'd be like, you know, wow, that's funny. I like that deal. You know, that's how all grandmas sound. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was your Impact Wrestling review on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always and sometimes truly, an instant classic.